into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Matt.
Today we're going to be drinking Blantons, and it's a glorious day to be alive.
Yes, it is.
We have in front of us 2 bottles of Blantons, both with the letter N. One is a goody-goody store pick. The other is just a normal release of Blantons. We're going to do an A/B comparison and talk about them a little bit today.
Okay, so Blanton's is the very first single-barrel commercially available product made in 1984 by Elmer T. Lee. It's one of the last things he did before he retired there. Actually, so Blanton's himself he started there at 16 years old, and in 1921 became president of the distillery. So it was George T. Stagg at that time, and retired in 1952. And while he was there, he made massive expansions and made one of the most prolific distilleries in the country, in fact, the world. They went from 44 buildings to 144 buildings by the time he was. That's a lot more buildings for whiskey.
Yeah.
But Blanton's itself, and then his cool other thing fact on it is that the B for him is actually stands for Bacon. His middle name is Bacon, and we love bacon.
Yes, we do.
So what a great middle name for him to have for our channel. So that's really awesome. So that's pretty cool. But anyway, so the bottle itself is awesome. Each of these comes with these different pewter tops, and each of them has different letters. It spells out blends, and it as a horse race is the way you go across them if you collect all the letters. Now, it used to be a lot easier to get all the letters. Unfortunately, nowadays, Blanton's itself is highly allocated and hard to find. At least it is here. I assume it is in most places in the country. But it's really a nice whiskey. Like I said, it's the first single barrel of it. Every one of these is going to be a little bit different. Also, because the store pick here is actually darker than the regular bottling.
Substantially.
Oh, yeah.
It's always bottled at 93 proof, and then it's always in Rickhouse H, which is was Blanton's his perfect place. And when Elmer T. Lee worked for him at the time, he always knew that he had these private barrels that he'd bring out his friends, and they picked these specific ones. So that's why he picked Rickhouse H, where these special barrels come from the special ricks on these only certain levels in the Rickhouse. And it's also the only metal building on the Buffalo Trace campus. So the heat comes through much more rather than the brick or the stone or whatever else they use there. But that one is it's a special building apparently.
It's a sweet spot.
It's the sweet spot building. So that's a little bit about stuff. So let's get in and try and taste this stuff, and I'm really excited. This is a great bourbon though.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get in and see what we think.
It's sharp right on the nose.
93 pops out.
Yeah, it does.
But it's creamy and buttery too. That
Yes.
brown sugar.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Your typical bourbon nose, but it's more rounded.
More creamy.
Yeah, and this is your mash bill too as well. So this is it's your high rye version.
The dill's not prominent, but it is there.
And see, I don't get it.
Again, it's just a piercing sensation right at the top of my nasal cavity.
Oh.
Anytime I get dill, it's...
Yeah, you find you are like a dog hunting for rye, for sure.
He's like that with dill. I'm like that with Pete.
Yeah, she can find 2 ppm.
Yeah, that's true. You can.
And see, that piercing you're getting is just, for me, the sharpness of the proof.
Of the proof.
But yeah, it's like that cream, like the burnt topping of creme brulee.
Oh,
as
yeah.
well. That burnt brown sugar. Ooh, that smells really
Caramel, vanilla.
There's cherry, there's red apple.
good. Okay.
I can get behind the apple and cherry.
Nice and fruity.
I'm done smelling this. I need a drink. Proof comes forward again, but you get your typical, bourbon notes, but it does have the cherry and the apple are on the front for me. What are you smirking about?
It's so good.
It is good.
It's round and creamy. There are wonderful elements in there, but everything is cohesive and one solid journey across
It really
your palate.
is. It's not too sharp and pointy in specific spots like a lot of the higher proof bourbons are. It just hits you and then kind of fades.
Yeah.
This is continuous.
Yeah. It's just a ball rolling across your palate.
Yeah, round creamy butterscotches rolling around. It's amazing because all these are hand picked since they're all single barrels to taste. It's amazing how good they are to be able to pick these single barrels and get them so close in flavor profile every time you buy one. You know that it's Blanton's.
Yeah.
And like I said, this is famous, but also have the Elmer T line and the Rock Hill Farms and all those as well, and Hancock. But it's just nice to see. You can see it when you start at the H&H and roll your way all the way through the replica films. A very similar profile being on mash bill too.
Oh yeah.
So it's really interesting. So if you can't find this, but you can't find H&H, that's a good one to pick up as a starter, and it's like $20. And
it's
for
so
175.
close. We did a personal comparison a while ago, and just the percentage off.
Yeah,
It's not a big percentage off.
Yeah. So like if you can't find that, go for that one instead of the Blantons if you can. But if you can find Blantons, and buy the Blantons, buy all day. I mean, it's usually about $60. Sometimes you get it for 50 if you know nice people that want to charge less.
And again, if you can find it.
If you can find it. I mean, a lot of times I've also gone to places where they have it for $100. Well, it's not worth $100. Don't spend $100. It's not worth it. But it is really good.
Oh, that is so good.
Mm-hmm. Don't add a drop of water.
No.
No good.
Dialed down everything. Everything got
Really?
muted. Everything kind of subsided.
Thanks for taking one for the team.
The lingering, the finish didn't even elongate. Usually, if the flavors get toned down, usually the finish gets elongated at least. This, nothing good came from the water.
Yeah, a few sips in, the rye really accentuates on the finish. Now you can really pick that dill up. Not a bad thing.
After it opens up a little bit.
Yeah, it opens up. Yeah, you definitely get that. But yeah, this is a really nice brew. I mean, I can't really complain. So let's see how it is compared to a store pick. See if it's remotely different or if it's pretty much the same. Ooh, that's a different nose.
It is a different nose. It's almost creamier.
There's more caramel. There's more baking spices.
way-
It's not as sharp right off the bat either.
Yeah, not the alcohol forward you got in the other one at all in the nose.
Right. That pierced your nose
Wow.
right away.
Super caramel.
And the rye characteristic is not as prominent to
No.
me.
No, yeah, it's like they dialed the rye out of this almost completely as far as the nose is concerned.
Oh yeah, you stick your nose in the just the
back in this
regular,
one.
and
Oh,
it is
wow.
sharp. And then sticking
Yeah,
your nose
that's
in the store pick,
completely
it's
different.
completely different as far as the proof goes. You can definitely get the proof on the nose on just the regular Blantons.
Yeah, it's got nicer legs, I think, too, on this store pick. As it should. It's a store pick. But yeah, that smells it smells richer. It smells more like
It's
actual
deeper.
To me, it's darker.
deeper
flavors.
and darker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Similar flavors, but just the darker side of them. Like instead of your light brown sugar, you've got your dark brown sugar. You know, it's
It's like going from like the
Or
butterscotch.
condensed and baked brown sugar.
Yeah.
Like actually burnt.
caramelized
Mhm.
brown sugar, dark berries.
It's more like butterscotch pudding, I would say, on this one than it
Okay.
is on this one. It's more like the candy. So I said this is more of a rich, deep, thick.
You said creme brulee
Yeah, on that one.
on
yeah.
this one.
And this is more like
You're saying butterscotch.
this is more like a banana Foster's type sauce on this one.
Same with the taste. It's just darker and just it's the same amount of roundness and continually, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the same flavor journey. It's
Yeah.
still that same ball of
Yeah.
energy
Right.
going across your palate.
It's just
But
like
it's
But
just
you're
dark.
right. It's darker. It's deeper. It's more heavy.
yeah,
I
more.
like it.
I do too.
It's a little more oaky, not in a good way. It's like you get the full effect of the tree in this one, and yeah, it's like that. It's just that ball rolling around with the butterscotch and the toffee.
The sharpness isn't there.
Mm-mm.
The high
Tree
proof
bark.
on the palate isn't there. Overall, I prefer the store pick.
Oh,
obviously.
by far.
Yeah.
I know it's hard. So I would suggest if you can find a store pick, which I know is even harder to get,
Right.
buy it. I mean, hopefully they let you try it before. A lot of stores usually let you try their store picks, just to, hoping to sell them. But I don't think it matters on Blantons. I'm pretty confident.
No, go
If
for
it's
the store
Blanton
pick.
store pick, you should just buy the store pick.
Definitely.
Regardless, it's probably going to be better. But yeah, I really like the store pick a lot better. So clearly, I don't know if it's just, a
I like the
darker.
store pick a lot better too, especially with a drop of water.
Oh, so it actually.
Yeah.
This thing came alive.
Ah, cool.
Excellent.
This one became more creamy. There's a texture change in it, so that ball kind of I don't know, it almost becomes like a Play-Doh, and it's a more squishy journey across your palate. This is nice.
I want to try that because that sounds great.
Here, hang on. Let me put.
I'm just gonna drink his.
Okay, that works.
Eight.
Yeah, perfect.
I find the cap to be the best way to induce a drop of water into your beverage.
Oh,
if you don't have
yeah.
a little pipette.
Oh yeah. That
That
just opens it so much. It takes away a little bit of the darkness for me.
yeah,
It kind of lightens it up some as far as, you know, it's not the dark berries or the dark brown sugar, and but it is still more flexible in your mouth, so to speak.
I agree.
Yeah.
It picks up the rye a little bit more too when you add the
Yeah.
water. It does accentuate the rye. So just,
Yeah, the black pepper ding.
yeah. You get black pepper too for sure at the finish. Yeah, absolutely.
So it is good with a drop of water, but I prefer mine dark.
Fair enough.
These are both really good. But yeah, if you can find Blanton's, it's good every time you try it. Yay, Blanton's.
Yay, Blanton's. All right, I'm gonna double fist it on the way out
Because why not?
because why not?
Keep on crusading for better whiskey in your glass. Cheers.
Cheers. What are you?
You're both winners.
Yay.